What's up guys, this is Tim with Current Water Sports. So today, we want to walk you through our X24. You got a 24-foot boat that has seating for up to 18 people. So plenty of room for your friends and family. Tons of storage. The boat is 6,100 pounds and you've got 4,300 pounds of ballast, subfloor ballast. So come on inside. Let's show you some of the features here of our X24. All right guys, so here we are in the bow of our X24. As you can see, huge open layout, tons of space, plenty of room for the kids, family, everybody that wants to be up front. I mean, you can see, you come in here and sit down. You've got plenty of room to relax up here in the bow of the boat. You do have the option for a bow filler cushion if you want to feel that kind of that big playpen seating up here in the bow. Another great thing up here in the bow is how much storage you have underneath the seats. You can lift seats, you can see deep storage that passes all the way through. Plenty of room for bags, life jackets, whatever you want to put up here. Another great thing here in the MasterCraft line and in our X24 is you have a designated anchor spot. So right up here in the front, lift the seat cushion, tuck the anchor down there. You've got a designated spot for it. So the anchor's not kind of rolling around in the boat where you're going to put it. It's going to go right here. Anywhere you sit up here in the bow is going to be a great seat to watch all the action going in the back of the boat as well. You can fit comfortably 2 or 3 adults up here in the front, facing in the back so they can see everything that's going on. Again, tons of space up here, tons of room. You have cup holders, you've got chargers. The bow is definitely one of my favorite parts of our X24 and one of the best places just to hang out and relax and get some sun. Coming from the bow, coming back here into the helm area. What's awesome about just this area in general is the dash. So this boat is opted with our dual screen dash, but you also have an option for a 7-inch screen that has analog gauges. And from there, you have a couple other different options on your dual dash depending on sound packages and things you want, things you might want, things you might not want. What's great about the dual dash system, depending on which package you pick, you have an option for a rear-facing camera. You have an option for navigation, things that can be helpful out on the water. If you go to a new lake, your navigation is right there, push of a button. Along with the dual dash and the 7-inch screen is just how user-friendly it is to get those surf waves set up, the wakeboard wakes, everything at the push of a button. You hit the buttons, and next thing you know, the ballast is filling. Your Gen 2 is set up for you. All you have to do is basically put it in gear and go and drive down the water. Another great feature here in the X24 is our BTS windshield. So when you're cruising down the lake, picking up a rider, it's nice to have this cutaway BTS windshield so you can pull right up to them, kind of explain, if they have any questions, answer them, explain to them what they might have done right, done wrong. Even if you're pulling to a dock, you can kind of reach out, grab the dock. It's much more user-friendly, very helpful as far as that goes. Now, when you're the driver sitting here in the helm, you want obviously a comfortable seat. So you're gonna be sitting for hours driving around the boat, and MasterCraft does a great job of comfort here in this driver's seat. You've got it to where you've got it moves back and forth, recline. What's awesome too is the seat can spin around. So you can have a conversation with everybody here back in the boat while you're hanging out, while you're waiting for the riders to get ready, little things like that. So MasterCraft does a great job of making the driver's seat included in the entire boat with everybody, so you can hang out, relax, have that comfort for a full day on the water. All right guys, so I want to talk to you a little bit about our towers here in the MasterCraft line. So when you see the boats here or on the water with MasterCraft, you have 3 different towers to pick from. You've got a ZFT2 tower, a ZFT4, and a ZFT7, which is our power tower. So this X24 is optioned with our ZFT4 tower. The great thing about the ZFT4 tower is it's all billet aluminum. So this tower is gonna look the same years down the road. You're not gonna see, paint chipping. You're not gonna see it fading. It's still gonna have that strong billet aluminum look, years down the road. Depending on how long you keep the boat, it will last through the weather, through the elements, through the test of time. So another awesome feature on the ZFT4 tower is you have clamping board racks. It's kind of nice, kind of just swivel the board rack around. get the boards off, get the kids ready. Swing the board back around, lock that other board in place, and you're ready to go. Another awesome feature here about the ZFT4 tower is you have these outside tow points. So when you have younger kids that are just learning how to surf, you'll find that it's a lot easier to hook them up to these outside tow points. So when you get up out of the water, they're already starting on the side they need to be on. They don't have to try to fight to get over that wave or try to get into a good spot for them. Makes it a lot easier for them as far as for learning and not getting frustrated about not being able to get up or get outside that wave. So outside tow points are super helpful. As you can see, about the ZFT4 tower, along with the other towers in the MasterCraft lineup, is the tower is good size overhead. I'm about 5'9", so you have plenty of headspace here to walk through, and you're not going to be bumping your head. You don't have to lower down for some of the other towers that might seem lower here. So awesome features about the ZFT4. Another great thing too is the ZFT4 tower folds down, and you can tow with the trailer or with the tower down. Excuse me. Literally is just unlock here on both sides. You'll spin your board racks in and fold the tower down, lock it in place. You're ready to go down the road. So these are all great features here of our ZFT4 tower here on this X24. Along here with our ZFT4 tower is the ease of our Bimini. Bimini is one of those things where you literally unzip a couple different spots, you pull the boot off, and you're folding the Bimini out this way. It takes no time at all to push the poles up, they lock in place, and you're ready to go down the road for the entire day. Bimini covers such a great amount here in the cockpit area. So if you have those hotter days and the kids, want kind of a break from the sun, have them sit up here in the observer seat or anywhere here in this area because the Bimini has that much coverage. But it's just that easy to put it out to where you're not fighting, for 10 or 15 minutes. So Bimini is one of those things where ease of use will make a big difference for those days on the water. Here we are in the cockpit of our X24. As you can see, you've got a huge open layout, plenty of seating for everyone. Another great thing is you've got storage. You're gonna have storage, lifting up this seat. You lift up your observer seat, there's pass-through storage there. You also have storage here behind the flip seat on the driver's side. So you've got tons of room for the entire family for shoes, bags, towels, life jackets, whatever you might need. So another awesome little feature here in the X24 is everywhere you sit is a great seat to watch the action going on in the back of the boat. This seat flips up. You've got a seat here that flips up on the other side of the observer seat. You also have our center flip seat. As you can see, there's still tons of room, but it's kind of nice now where you can actually have your back against something and watch all the action going on the back of the boat. So here in the X24, you have a designated cooler spot. It is cut away for your cooler. It's out of the way. Again, with cup holders all around the boat, plenty of space. This boat is optioned also with heaters. So on those colder mornings, when you're sitting here, you got your pull-out heaters, have a seat, put your towel over you, stay warm. Another great option here in the X24. So as you can see, you have tons of room, tons of space for those long days out on the water with your entire family and friends. All right, guys, so we're making our way back to the Sunpad. Before we go and show you the features of that, we want to talk to you a little bit about our ballast system. So here in the X24, you have 4 subfloor ballast tanks. You've got a hard tank up there in the front. You have the tanks back here to the middle, but you also have what we call our switchback ballast tank. The switchback ballast tank is kind of cool. So what it's gonna do is gonna fill that tank about 70% with water. It's gonna help with that roll. The water is gonna disperse side to side as you're moving the boat and going through the different, settings and features, or if you're on the port side or the starboard side. So it's gonna help just shape that wave, clean it up for that awesome surf experience. So as we move back here to the Sunpad area, you've got your ski pylon right here. What's awesome too is right here above the engine, what we like to call our pizza oven. Got a spot here right above the engine compartment. You can put your ropes. Another kind of cool thing is we will typically put like wet life jackets in here, or even dry life jackets. If it's a cold morning and you want to, you know, warm the life jacket up before you take your set, throw it in here right above the engine hatch, pull it out. Feels a little bit toastier, a little bit nicer to ride on those cold days. Now as you come back here into the seating area, as you want to hang out back here on the Sunpad area. It's kind of nice because you've got options to sit here if you want to chill out, but you also, you know, have these great lounge seats. If you want to hang out when you're sitting in a cove, you've got your cup holder. It's kind of cool too. Lift that up, got a backrest. It's a great area back here. Again, when you're done wakeboarding, done surfing, done tubing, kids want to swim in the water and hang out, mom and dad can sit back, just relax, enjoy the rest of the day with the family back here on the Sunpad area. I want to talk to you a little bit about our engine here in our X24. So this boat is optioned with our 6.2 liter GDI engine that has 430 horsepower. Plenty of power to get you up out of the water, but you also do have an option for our 7.4 liter engine that boosts 522 horsepower. So it's kind of nice, a couple different options for you to pick from, depending on, you know, how you're gonna use your boat, or, you know, what body of water you're gonna be on, different things. You can build it how you want it. Another great thing too is how much storage you have down here. So you have your standard bags that will be back here as well, but above the bags, you still have room to put your life jackets, you know, and ropes, anything like that. So as you can see, you have tons of storage here in the X24. So you can enjoy those full, long days out on the water. Now we kind of want to take you through some of the differences as far as how the X24 compares to some of the other boats in this class and this size range. So one thing that MasterCraft, we feel like does, you know, a lot better in is storage, usable storage. You know, you can lift up seats and there is storage under every seat. You have the walk-through storage up under the observer seat. Another, it's a big feature. It might seem minuscule, but when you have families, it's such a great thing, is something as simple as where the trash can is. On the sidewall, and the trash can's tucked up underneath that observer seat. Another great feature that MasterCraft I think does differently than a lot of the other manufacturers out there is, you know, they have a designated spot for their cooler. It's actually cut into the hull is where that cooler goes. You'll see in the bow, you have storage up under the entire bow. You can lift up each seat and there will be storage there for you. You do have the option for a bow filler cushion if you want more of that, kind of that playpen seating for the kids and everything up there. You know, another simple yet effective feature that differentiates MasterCraft from the other manufacturers. Just something as simple as the ease of the Bimini. You know, when you want that coverage for the family that's out there on the water all day and the sun's hitting them, to undo the boot from the Bimini and fold the Bimini out in like 2 seconds, it takes no time at all. That makes a big difference in your day. The other big thing is warranties. So warranties, I would recommend whoever boat you're looking at, whatever manufacturer, read the warranties. MasterCraft is a 7-year or 1,000-hour engine warranty. You have 5 years on the boat and 3 years on the dash. They're very cut and dry, very clear about it. It's everything is out in front of you. There's nothing hidden about that. So make sure you read the fine print on the warranty work. The thing I would recommend, kind of, you know, look where you're not supposed to look, touch where you're not supposed to touch, lift up the seats and kind of look in those places that, you know, other manufacturers may not show you right off the bat. Look in those things, you'll see where that difference comes into play and how MasterCraft stands out above the rest. So that is our walkthrough of our X24. Appreciate you taking the time. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call here at Current Water Sports or look us up on the web. We'd be more than happy to help facilitate anything else. If you want to come in and do, you know, a walkthrough, we can just get that scheduled as well. And we look forward to talking to you and seeing you on the water.